breaking news.
Oh, welcome back. We're reporting on a horrible situation out of Texas, Sutherland Springs, Texas, at the First Baptist Church there. Authorities on the scene of a church shooting there. Multiple people have been shot. Unclear an exact number coming from authorities. We do know from authorities that many people have been transported to nearby hospitals. We just spoke to a Wilson County Commissioner, Albert Gomez, who talked to an EMS authority there saying dozens killed and dozens injured. But again, CNN unable to verify those numbers. Also coming from the mayor of San Antonio, which is just about 30 minutes away from Sutherland Springs, tweeting out, "Sad day in South Texas. Pray for our neighbors. Hug your loved ones." That following the Texas governor, Greg Abbott, also tweeting out, "Our prayers are with all who were harmed by this evil act. Our thanks to law enforcement for their response." More details from DPS soon. We do understand from authorities the shooter is dead. There was a chase going from Wilson County, which is where that First Baptist Church is, into nearby Guadalupe County, where authorities have taken down the victim, the gunman, rather. But we are still waiting more information, the identity of this gunman, for starters. Our Carolee Hartung has been talking to a number of sources there. Also, law enforcement analyst Art Roderick is also with us. Kaylee, let me begin with you. You have spoken to a number of people there, at least one person who has been rather descriptive about what she heard at about 11:30 Central Time. Church service begins at that church at 11 a.m. What did she tell you, and what is she, conveying now?
Well, the witness I spoke with, who's a cashier at the gas station, is just about 50.
So, guys, I'm going to stop it there just very quickly. This is an incredibly sad event. Again, we have more shootings going on from Las Vegas and Texas, and the terrorist attack in New York. But I really don't want to do this, but again, you just heard her say that the church service starts at 11 o'clock and the shooting took place at 11:30. If you take away the zero off 11:30, it's 11:03 again. It's like it keeps up coming up. Donald Trump's Twitter account that was taken down for 11 minutes at 11 o'clock on the 11th in the 11th month. And here we have again 11 o'clock the church opens, 11:30 the shooting started, and again it's in the 11th month. The 11:03 thing is coming up. It's just coming up. It's just coming up a lot. And oh God, we need to pray for the people that are fighting for their lives right now, and we need to come together to understand how this has happened again. Guys, Texas shooting 11:03, Donald Trump's Twitter thing 3/11s or 11:03, iPad Goat 11:03, The Simpsons 23:03 or 11:03. It just keeps coming up. It just keeps coming up, and if it is a countdown date, just gonna quickly show you guys. If it is a countdown date, 03/11/2017, 0 plus 3 is 3, 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 7 is 10. Put them together, you got 3210. If that is a countdown date, and it's actually a countdown from the 3rd of November, then we're looking at the 3rd of November being 3 days left, the 4th of November being 2 days left, 5th of November being 1 day left, and the 6th of November being no days left. And if we look at the 6th of November, this was pointed out to me by one of my subscribers, Sissy Missy. 611 upside down, the 6 could be 911. But even when you just write 611 without these lines at the bottom, you flip it upside down, it's 911. The 6th of November 2017, if you take the 0, the 6, forget the 0, you take the 6, the 1, the 1, the 2, the 0, the 1, the 7, basically the numbers that aren't 0, they add up to 18. 18 is 24-hour time for 6 o'clock or 6. And the actual countdown date itself, or the countdown 3, 2, 1, 0, if you add those numbers together, it also equals 6. So I feel like with Donald Trump traveling and the whole bonfire thing, the fireworks thing, the Day of the Dead thing, Donald Trump's Twitter account, the Texas shooting, the Las Vegas shooting, the terrorist attack in New York, the EMP blackout drill that they had, the military drills that they've had, the Antifa, everything is happened. Like, all of this has happened, apart from the Las Vegas shooting. All of it has happened within like the last 2 or 3 weeks, I think. And 3/11 is all over it, absolutely all over it. If the maths is correct on this, and Sissy Missy's comment is correct as well, then the countdown finishes tomorrow on the 6th of the 11th. I don't know what else to say, to be really honest with you. I'd just like put on the news, and this is the first thing that pops up, and literally 10 seconds after I started watching it is when they started talking about the church opening at 11 o'clock. If you want to hear that again, I don't know, I'll play it.
Antonio, which is just about 30 minutes away from Sutherland Springs, tweeting out, "Sad day in South Texas. Pray for our neighbors. Hug your loved ones." That following the Texas Governor Greg Abbott also tweeting out, "Our prayers are with all who were harmed by this evil act. Our thanks to law enforcement for their response." More details from DPS soon. We do understand from authorities the shooter is dead. There was a chase going from Wilson County, which is where that First Baptist Church is, into nearby Guadalupe County, where authorities have taken down the victim, the gunman, rather. But we are still waiting more information, the identity of this gunman, for starters. Our Carolee Hartung has been talking to a number of sources there. Also, law enforcement analyst Art Roderick is also with us. Kaylee, let me begin with you. You have spoken to a number of people there, at least one person who has been rather descriptive about what she heard at about 11:30 Central Time. Church service begins at that church at 11 a.m. What did she tell you, and what is she, conveying now?
Well, the witness I spoke with, who's a cashier at the gas station that's just about 50 yards from First Baptist Church in Sutherland Springs, she told me around 11:30 a.m. local this morning. So that would have been in the middle of First Baptist's church service. She heard what she estimated to be about 20 shots fired. She said it sounded to her like a semi-automatic weapon. She said the shots were fired in a very short period of time, and at that time, she had customers inside her gas station. People began to call 911. She said police responded very quickly to the scene. We then learned that there was a brief chase, a pursuit of that suspect that went into the neighboring Guadalupe County. I'm told the county line, if you go up Highway 539, is about 8 to 10 miles. So a vehicular pursuit that ended, I'm told, very quickly. But we do not know if the shooter was killed at the hand of police or if that was a self-inflicted shot that he took. But the situation seemingly under control, as we're now in that phase where you see responders on site, you see the ambulances right there. That witness told me she heard 4 helicopters on the scene, and ambulances continue to service the area. All
right, we're going to continue to try to get as much information as we can about this ongoing situation there in Sutherland Springs, Texas. Thanks so much, Kaylee. We're going to take a short break for now. We'll be right back.